Wagwan!
Don't quite what the doctor one has.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, right next to me here, we received a box from Japan that's been a long time coming. So we're off up to the workshop now to go and install it, have a look, see what's turned up. Michael also had a delivery turn up today. Drove down to Bristol to the depot and picked up something that he's also been waiting for a very long time. So it's all very interesting and good stuff. We will do a quick reveal and then a little bit of an install video. Nothing too exciting, but should be pretty cool. So yeah, we'll get that sorted now. Right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with the two Motors and Mayhem's vehicles, and as you can see on the floor, we have a package. So this package right here, we've been waiting on for some considerable months, coming from Japan. So what we're going to do today is we're going to open this bad boy up and see what's inside. Right, so here we've got it. This is what I've been waiting for. It took a considerable amount of time to get here, but it's got here in one piece. And yeah, let's open her up and see what's inside. So here we have an order from N-Style Japan. We got some Velino driving gloves in pink and purple. Got a nice little sticker that came with the gloves. What else is this? Oh, there's some of the knuckles that they sell and the prices.
And a bit of aero.
And then here we have the bit that we've been waiting for. The most important bit, harnesses for the Lexus. This, very excited for the, oh my god, the colour on that is sick.
Pink and purple.
Just like the livery. Look, nice and pink and purple. And then also inside, to match the other bits and pieces, the pink and purple shifter and hydro from the YDC shop. Super gassed. But if you didn't know this, I will go around the other side and show you something else. So if you didn't know this, I have a Haltech IC7 in my car, which is also pink and purple. Pink and purple, just like all the N-Style colours. So yeah, pretty excited to get these in. Should really finish off the inside of the car. Yeah, should look cool. And then the orange harness that's currently in the driver's seat, that's going to go in Michael's car to match that harness. Or you could have the red one, it's up to him, you can have whichever, but the orange does look cool with the D1 bits and pieces. But yeah, excited to get these fitted. Wow. I didn't bring a tripod, so we're just adapting, improvising and overcoming. This is going to be pretty straightforward. I probably don't need to tell anybody on this channel, or at least I'd like to hope I don't need to tell you how to fit harnesses. But currently I've got a 6-point harness fit in this. So we're just going to unclip it. I thought that was somebody whistling in it. It's my shit music. Yeah, just in case of unclipping it. There's one. The other one's down this side. Super simple. It is if you've got the proper eyelets anyway. Yep, there's the other one out. And we've got two down here. The fire extinguisher out of the way. This one's quite fiddly if I remember correctly. There's another one. That's that in, fire extinguisher back in, very important piece of kit. So the colourway that I went for, obviously the whole build of this car is massively influenced by Japanese drifting and like just the style and everything else. Nakamura is one of my favourite drifters, super aggressive, loads of angle, like so stylish. And yeah, just the cars are sick. Like, I'm sure everybody's seen shirts tucked in, they drive together, you know, same team and all that stuff. So yeah, I just wanted like a little tip of the hat to them. Hence the whole colour scheme of the car and the chrome. That's like influenced by UG World on Instagram. But yeah, the livery was designed by Greenleaf out in Poland. So if you want a custom livery, designing, printing, shipping out worldwide, then speak to those guys. They're going to give me some sort of discount code as well, and that'll be in the comment section. So if you want to order a livery through Greenleaf, then yeah. But that's the idea behind all the pink and purple stuff. And a very good friend of mine, Dan Bartlett, Project Bartlett on Instagram, hands down 110% best 350Z in the world. Like, super sexy car, unreal paint job, everything about it was primo. And he also ran the N style harnesses, mixed and matched pink and purple in his car. Yeah, it's a little tip of the hat to him as well, a little piece of a reminder. They were never ordered for that reason, but yeah, it's pretty cool that I'll have something that he had in his car as well. It's a shame, unfortunately, some dickhead wrote his car off. But on to bigger and better things now. I'm looking forward to what he builds next. Going to be a super cool VIP build, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Anyway, let's get these out, get the new ones in. This is just simple, it's just wrapped around on the harness bar in a specific way. I will show you how to do that in a minute, so if you don't know how to wrap a harness, you will do by the end of this video. Right, so as we just spoke about, there's a correct way of wrapping around your harness bar. You can see that, but we'll pull up a picture, I'll explain it as well. And then there's a really neat way of keeping everything tidy, and it's as simple as rolling it up and just putting a cable tie through it. If you use quick release cable ties, look, there we go, done. I'm going to reuse that cable tie now for my new harnesses. Right, we are back again. They're all now fitted up in the car. Nice pink and purple N-style harnesses. They're looking pucker. They're all tidied up, cable tied up and everything else. There they are, all nice and pretty and neat and tidy. Yeah, spot on, lovely job. Right, so we're in, we're all adjusted. Harnesses feel and look sick. We've even got the Valino N-style gloves on as well. Lovely stuff. Get a close-up on these bad boys. Look at them. Yeah, super stoked, super happy with the turnout. So yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it through those windows, but just mixed and matched them up. Hopefully you can't see me in the reflection. Let's open this. Yeah, so there you have it. That's how they're going to look. And then get inside here. Yeah, there we go. Nice and mixed and matched. Should look pretty sweet with all the other little goodies, and pretty stoked that they're a lot brighter than I thought they were going to be. Yeah, they look cool. So yeah, pretty gassed, to be fair.
And here we have a wild Matty with an absolute chavmobile.
Switchable. Which button is it? Not that one. All sorts of different Fancy stuff.
That's pretty cool.
There's one of them.
What do we reckon, people? Should I? Dun. Sick. All we need to do is sort that mess out. And then Matty's car is pretty much good to go. Matty sending some pictures because new wheels have arrived from Japan. Ooh yeah. So they have just had tyres fitted. So we are now going to fit them on here. Ooh yeah. I won't film the whole process because I don't have my GoPro today. I only have my phone. So we'll get a good before. And then I'll start filming again after. Yeah. So, welcome back. Wheels are on. A few little complications to get around, as in whoever put those wheel spacers on the fronts cut the standard wheel bolts down. So, at the minute, I have to run with those spacers. And if you can't tell, she's a pokey with those spacers on, and it scrubs on everything on lock, so that cannot stay like that. So we've got some extended, like upgraded wheel bolts coming. We'll put them on, and maybe run like a 5mm spacer, which should still keep it quite nicely out. And then that 20mm or 15mm spacer on the front will go on the back because she's looking a little sorry for herself. And she has no pokey. But yeah, they're on. And they look good at the minute. But they will look better.
Mike set me up a little course. I think he wants me to do left-handed, so see how we get on. Right, so me, in my infinite wisdom, is going to let Michael have a go in my car. He says he's going to be gentle, so we'll see how it goes. Where's my phone? It's in my pocket. Be gentle with shifts.
Yeah.
first time he's driven my car, so he's off. Did you forget there's no wise, Fab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quite got the lock that mine has.
Big second gear. Obviously, remember this car makes all the power up top, so it's a little bit different to Mike's. Mike's makes like a bar of boost at 3 grand. Mine makes like a bar of boost at 5 grand. So, and I don't have wise, Fab. Let's see how I get on. Right, hello everybody. We're just gonna discuss my car and the little bit of skidding that I did, just to avoid any confusion. So I've been building this car for 4 years. I've done 250 miles in it since it was boosted. I've not really done any drifting. I've done a few clutch kicks and exited junctions, spirited lane, gone round some roundabouts and stuff like that. Never been on track. Never really linked anything together. I've spent 4 years building a drift car and never actually learnt to drift. So this is me now learning to drift. So it's probably not going to be that impressive. So just bear that in mind. What I will also say is the car's on 265 tyres. It's pretty grippy. Very grippy to be fair. Loads of side bite, but like Michael said, there's not much from forward bite. So it grips up and then it doesn't particularly launch you. It's also a stock bottom end. It makes 350 horsepower, but it's laggy. That's the reason why I get away with making as much power as I do. My rods and pistons haven't exited the engine yet. We are working on doing a built motor, using 4-pole racing's rods and pistons. And we've got like a little sponsorship deal with them, so there'll be videos in the future when I've saved up the money that I need to put my rods and pistons in the engine. Going to use their cams, valve springs, blah blah blah, and it's going to be good for way in excess of 500 horsepower. We'll throw 30 psi at it and rev it to potentially 9,000 rpm. So yeah, anyway, backtracking. You gotta remember, this is like my first time really doing anything like this, trying to link a track and go where I'm meant to go rather than just making my own mind up. What we built, like Michael put out with cones, was quite a small area to be in the power band for second gear. So I wanted to try and link it all in second gear to learn to stay within that power band. But even when Mike drove the car, he was like, yeah, it's not got enough mid-range for second gear for the area that we've got. So don't think that I'm in a pussy and not smashing the limiter. It's because I couldn't physically get there without clutch kicking the shit out of it, and that's not what I want to do. Still on a J160, which are renowned for not being the best gearboxes. But as a little, comparison, we'll put my dyno here and Michael's dyno here. And you'll see the difference between the power band and when boost comes in, etc. So maybe that'll stop people abusing me in the comment section. It's just a learning game. Like, nobody jumps in a car and learns to skid. This is literally like my first time out trying to link a designated area. So from my perspective, I think it's pretty good going. But yeah, the car needs a few tweaks. Need to drop a little bit of rebound out the front, compression, whatever. Maybe drop the front tyre pressures because it still wants to be a little bit understeery. But yeah, all in all, super, super happy. And from this point forwards, once we've addressed a couple of other issues, then we're going to start taking it to tracks and skidding it, some shows and stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Hope you enjoyed the video. On to the next one.